Hello everyone, Jean Kanicki here. Have you ever wondered why you're here? I have 7 tips for finding your purpose in life and why having one is so good for your well-being. Does it ever seem like other people have it all figured out, their goals, their values, and purpose, while you're just trying to figure out what to have for lunch? Don't worry. A lot of us don't have it all figured out. Finding your purpose in life is more than just a cliche. Learning how to live your life with purpose can lead to a sense of control, satisfaction, and general contentment. Finding like what you do is worthwhile is arguably a significant key to a happy life. But what this means is different for each person. And it's not always easy to figure out what drives you. Fortunately, there are some helpful strategies for finding and steering your rudder in a sometimes turbulent sea of life. Volunteering and surrounding yourself with positive people is one way to discover your purpose. You can also start by building new social connections, exploring your interests, and discovering what inspires your passions. In many cases, purpose isn't something you find, it's something you create. People with a sense of purpose and control tend to live longer. There's also research that links feeling as if you have a sense of purpose to positive health outcomes, such as fewer strokes and heart attacks, better sleep, and a lower risk of dementia and other disabilities. In the Journal of Research and Personality, they found that individuals who feel a sense of purpose make more money than individuals who feel as though their work lacked meaning. The good news is you don't have to choose between having wealth and living a meaningful life. You might find that the more purpose you feel, the more money you'll earn. With all those benefits, finding purpose and meaning in your life is clearly central to fulfillment. But it's likely to take lots of time and patience. The process requires plenty of self-reflection, listening to others, and finding where your passions lie. These 7 strategies can help you reveal or find your purpose so you can begin living a more meaningful life. If you can cultivate just one helpful habit in your search for purpose, it would be to help others. Researchers at Florida State University and Stanford found that happiness and meaningfulness overlapped somewhat, but they were different. Happiness was linked to the person being a taker before a giver, whereas meaningfulness went along with being more of a giver than a taker. The givers in relationships reported having a purposeful life more often than takers did. Altruistic behaviors could include volunteering for a nonprofit organization or donating money to causes that you care about, or even simply helping out the people around you on a day-to-day basis. Whether you decide to spend 2 Saturdays a month serving meals in a soup kitchen, and I've done that on several occasions, or you volunteer to drive your elderly neighbor to the grocery store once a week, doing something kind for others can make you feel as though your life has meaning. You may want to listen to feedback from others. Sometimes it can be hard to recognize the things you feel passionate about. After all, you probably like to do many different things. And the things you love to do may become so ingrained in your life that you don't realize how important those things truly are. But fortunately, other people might be able to give you some insight. There's a good chance you already display your passion and purpose to those around you without even realizing it. You could choose to reach out to people and ask what reminds them of you or what they think of when you enter their mind. Or you might take note when someone pays you a compliment or makes an observation about you. Write those observations down and look for patterns. Whether people think of you as a great entertainer or they say, you have a passion for helping the elderly. Hearing others say what they notice about you might reinforce some of the passions you've already been engaging in. Surround yourself with positive people. You know, there's an old saying that goes, you are the company you keep. And what you have in common with those people who you choose to be around. Now, I'll share a personal story with you. As I was growing up as a young child, my dad would say to me, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Of course, at that point in my life, I was so young, I never truly understood what he was saying. But now I get it. Don't think about coworkers or family members you feel obligated to see. Think about the people you choose to spend time with outside of work and outside of family functions. The people you surround yourself with say something about you. If you're surrounded by people who are making positive changes, you might draw from their inspiration. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with negative individuals who drag you down, you might want to make some changes. It's hard to feel passionate and purposeful when surrounded by people who aren't interested in making positive contributions. Start conversations with new people. It's easy to browse social media while you're alone on the subway or sitting at a bar waiting for a friend. Resist that urge. Instead, take the time to talk to the people around you. You can ask them if they're working on any projects or what they like to do for fun. Talk to them about organizations with which they're involved, or if they like to donate to any particular cause. Even though striking up conversation with strangers may feel awkward initially, talking to people outside your immediate social circles can open your eyes to activities, causes, or even career opportunities that you never even knew existed. You might even discover new activities to explore or different places to visit, and those activities might be key to helping you find your purpose. You may want to explore other interests. Are there pictures on Instagram of you engaging in a particular activity over and over, such as gardening or performing? Consider the conversations you enjoy holding with people the most when you're meeting face to face. Do you like talking about history? Or do you prefer sharing the latest money-saving tips you discovered? The things you like to talk about and the things you enjoy sharing on social media may reveal the things that give you purpose in life. It might be animal welfare, a particular civil rights issue, or childhood obesity organizations. Perhaps the idea of senior citizens spending the holidays alone makes you weepy, or you think that substance abusers might need more rehabilitation opportunities. The organizations are out there and they need your help. Now, you don't necessarily have to engage in your purpose full time. You might find your career allows you to afford to help a cause you feel passionate about. Or you might find that you're able to donate time as opposed to money to give to a cause that you believe in. Discover what you love to do. On the other end of the spectrum, simply thinking about what you truly love to do can help you find purpose as well. Ask yourself, do you absolutely love musical theaters? Your skills might be best put in use in a way that brings live performances to children who can benefit from exposure to the arts. On a personal level, I've done the arts volunteering as a backstage manager for the Northern Connecticut Ballet and enjoyed it thoroughly. Consider what type of skills, talents, and passions you bring to the table. Then brainstorm how you might turn your passion into something meaningful to you. To recap, keep in mind your purpose doesn't necessarily mean you have to change what you're already doing. If you cut here, you might decide your purpose in life is to make others feel beautiful. If you work as a school custodian, you might find your purpose is creating an environment that helps children learn. Occasionally, consider pausing what you're doing to reflect on your path. Is it taking you in the direction you want to go? If not, you can change your course. Sometimes that road to finding your purpose has a few curves, forks, and stoplights. Ultimately, you've likely found your purpose if you've stopped asking whether you have. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.